Hi everybody! In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make a wonderful broccoli vegetable gratin. This is the perfect side dish because it goes with just about anything and it only takes minutes to put together. I know you're going to love it. So today, I'm going to show you how to make it step by step. Let's get started. So I'm going to start by making my cheese sauce. This is where it's at. This is what's going to make your dish a winner. I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of butter in here. I'm going to move them around until they melt. See? Just like this. So now that my butter is nice and melted, I'm going to add my flour. I have 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. We're going to make a nice roux here before we make our cheese sauce. See? You want to move it around until it gets a beautiful golden brown. You don't want to jump into the next ingredient because if you do, then you're going to have raw flour. And you don't want raw flour in here. See? This is what's going to give your cheese sauce that delicious nutty flavor when you cook that flour. Now, as you can see, my butter is getting to a beautiful golden blonde. You see? This is the time I'm going to add my garlic. I have 1 garlic clove and I have it finely minced. I'm going to stir it in here for just a few seconds like this. So after about 20 seconds, I'm going to add my milk. I have 2 cups of milk in here. I'm going to add a little bit at a time. And I'm going to continue stirring. I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon of crushed rosemary. This is going to give it a delicious flavor. A little bit more of my milk. And continue whisking non-stop. Now I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. And continue whisking. I'm going to add about 1/4 of salt. That's 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. And here's the rest of the milk. Now you can use Italian seasoning in here in place of the crushed rosemary, or you can use the thyme. They all have a delicious flavor, but you can use the one that you like. And I'm going to continue whisking like this until it slowly starts to get thicker and thicker. Now I've been whisking this non-stop. And as you can see, it's starting to get a little bubbly. You see? That's what you want. So now I'm going to turn off the heat. Totally. You want to turn it off. And I want for you to see how nice and thick this is. See? Look at that. That's perfect. Now I'm going to stir in my cheese. I have 6 ounces of freshly grated sharp cheddar. This is white cheese, as you can see. I'm going to add a little bit at a time like this. And I'm going to whisk it gently until it all starts to melt real nice. And you want to do it slowly, a little bit at a time. Take your time when you're doing this. This way you'll have a very smooth cheese sauce. And I can smell the rosemary in here. It smells beautiful. Perfect. And here's the rest of the cheese. And I'm going to continue whisking until it all gets real nice and smooth. See how nice and smooth it is? And nice and thick. Look at that. Just beautiful. So now that I'm done with this, we're ready to put our casserole together. So I've got everything ready to put my casserole together. I'm going to be using an 8 by 12 dish. And I'm going to spray it lightly with some nonstick spray. You know I never like to take any chances. Okay? And I have 6 cups of broccoli florets. This is fresh broccoli. See? Now, if your florets are really big, you may want to cut them in half. I'm going to drop them in here. Now, you don't want to steam your broccoli or anything. It's not necessary. You just want to use it fresh like this. No fuss, and it's going to come out perfect. And I have 3/4 of a cup of yellow bell pepper. Now, I cut them into strips, and then I cut them in half. See? I'm going to mix them in here. Not only will this give the dish a beautiful color, but the flavor is going to be so good. I also have 3/4 of a cup of red bell pepper. Same thing as a yellow. I'm going to mix them around just like this. Make sure that you've got them just where you want them to be. And I have 1/2 of a medium onion, and I cut it up into pieces about this size. See? I'm going to put them in here. Put them just where you want them to be. And that's perfect, just like that. Now I'm going to pour my cheese sauce in here. Look at that. Oh man. And that's good. So I'm gonna set it aside. In this bowl, I have 2 cups of PANKO breadcrumbs. See? Now I love the PANKO breadcrumbs because they're so light, but you can use your favorite breadcrumbs. And I have half a cup of melted butter. See, that's a full stick of melted butter. And I have 1/4 of a cup of freshly chopped parsley. I'm gonna put it in there. And I'm gonna mix it all up together. So I've got this mixed in really good like that. See? So I'm gonna get my casserole and I'm gonna top it with this. Just be generous. Put it all over the top like this. And put it in place. That's it. Now I've got my oven preheated to 350 degrees. I'm gonna put it right there in the center rack, anywhere between 30 and 40 minutes, because you wanna make sure that your breadcrumbs are nice and golden. So keep an eye on it. I'll see you in a little bit. So it's been 40 minutes. Come take a look. Oh, look at this. Now it's time to serve. Look at this. Oh man, you're gonna love this. Now we're gonna be having this delicious side dish with pork chops. While the dish was in the oven, I was able to fry some pork chops. Just a few minutes on each side. And pork chops is a perfect combination with this dish. We love it. But then it goes real well with just about anything. Now it's time for the taste test. Mmm. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Mmm. Oh my gosh, this is delicious. There's no need to pre-cook your vegetables at all. They come out nice and tender, but just perfect. And this cheese sauce is out of this world. I know you're gonna love it. So this is my creamy broccoli vegetable gratin. If you like my video, give me a thumbs up, send me a comment and tell me what you think. Thank you.